Hetalia Drama CD, Interval Volume 3, Nordic 5. This is the beginning of Nordic 5, Act 1, Wordy Nordics. Moi! Hello, this is Finland. Svi and I plus the other three making up the Nordic 5 group plan to meet up today. We agreed to meet at this bar, but I'm not really sure why we picked one at Svi's place where the liquor is so expensive. The drinks at Svi's place are so expensive. For someone who drinks as heavily as I do, it's seriously a life or death matter. But it's even more expensive to drink at Norway's place, so we heavy drinkers in the Nordic region really have it rough. Even the alcohol is expensive. And with that, I'll stop boring you with pointless random facts. This is definitely the bar we decided to meet at, right, Svi? We got a pretty good look around, but they don't seem to be here. It looks like we're the first to arrive. In that case, we should probably take a seat and wait for them. Guess so. Let's see. Oh, this table for 5 would be just perfect for us. Let's sit here, Svi. Svi is a very punctual, non-talkative, quiet Nordic country who loves debate. Although he actually has a lot of emotions, he just doesn't show them much. He's good with his hands, but he's a little awkward when he has to interact with others. That's the kind of country Svi is. I think. Probably. We've been together for a long time, but there are still a few parts of him I don't understand. Well, not just a few. Actually, there's a lot of parts I don't understand. He's a very mysterious person. Also, Svi's house is famous for canned foods that are rumored to be utilizable as lethal weapons. They certainly are lethal weapons. Not much reason to stay standing. You wanna sit. Okay, Svi. The others sure are late. You don't have to sit so far away. Here. I'll just swipe the seat next to you then, I guess. A lot of times Svi just nods without saying anything. But it's not as if he's angry or in a bad mood. There was a time long ago when I wasn't used to how little he spoke and I was always on edge. Now I'm perfectly used to... What'd you say? Your eyes are scary, your eyes are scary. It's always like this. Just when I'm starting to think that he might be a nice guy, he goes and does this. Your eyes are scaring me, Svi. What are you talking about then? Oh, never mind. It's nothing. I'll just sit down beside you now. And so, after all that, the two of us decided to sit and wait like always, for everyone else to arrive. Oh, I'll be done before the rest of them even get here. Are they here yet? Oh, jeez. Oh, speak of the devil. Whoa, you came ahead of time, huh, Finnsverige? Ta. The person who just arrived is I mean Denmark. When it's just us Nordics around, I call him Ta. He's a hard-headed big brother type. Haha! It's been too long since we last got together. I've been so busy lately taking pictures of the statue of the mermaid princess all day. He used to be pretty hot-blooded, but lately he's settled down a lot and has formed quite a close relationship with the rest of us. Even so, you're being pretty loud, Ta. Everyone's looking at us. Huh? You two the only ones who made it so far? The other two usually show up pretty early. You got a point. I wonder what happened to them that they're not showing up on time. I see. What in the world could Nori and Ice be doing? Don't tell me they're gonna suddenly pop out of nowhere like they usually do and surprise us. Last time they scared the crap out of me and it was awful. Speaking of Nor, the second one who was mentioned just now is Denmark's childhood friend. Denmark seems to think that they're the best of friends, but... So this is where you've been hiding. Speak of the devil, Noria just arrived. Long time no see. Nor, long time no see. Hey Nor, my best buddy. We haven't seen each other in a while, but you're looking more thin. Nor just completely ignored Denmark. Been a while since I've seen you too, Sweet. My best buddy! Norse ignoring Denmark again. Yo! Best buddy! You're too loud, bro. Despite how they act, Denmark and Norway are close friends. Surely. Probably. All that stirring and slurping you're doing is so loud, bro. It's starting to get on my nerves. Norway's sort of an otherworldly, mysterious kind of guy. He can see fairies. Every year in Norway's place, they have the official air guitar world championship and wife-carrying competitions and other mysterious world championships. Probably. There's also a 1-hour cowberry cramming contest. He really is quite mysterious. Is everyone here now? Not yet, Nor. Ice still hasn't arrived. How can Ice not be here yet? What in the world could he be doing? Oh, now he shows up just as we're talking about him. This is Ice, the last of the Nordic group who will be meeting here today. Ice is a mysterious boy who's said to be cool on the outside but hot on the inside. Though the top part of his house is frozen, the bottom part has volcanoes. It seems there are a lot of hot springs there. Aren't hot springs great? I'm a little jealous. Oh right, the one who came along with Ice is a seabird, Puffin. It's a bit of a mystery as to why Ice is always with this Puffin. Ice and Nor are similar in a lot of ways, especially that mysterious feeling that they have about them. Oh hey, come sit down, Ice. You've got a lot of nerve, Dan. He says that, but it looks like he's going to sit down beside Denmark. Denmark and Svi, Nor and Ice and I. That means all the Nordics are present now. It's been such a long time. Long time no see. And so, without further ado, the Nordics' first meal together in a long time begins. Actually, though we call it a meal, it was real set up so that we could talk about a certain topic. But before we get into that subject, Ice brought out some documents and thrust them under our noses. Don't say anything. Just look at this. What's this letter? You sure you don't mind us reading a letter addressed to you? Just be quiet, Dan. You'll understand if you just read it. Whoa, this looks like a pretty important document. If he doesn't mind us looking at it, please hurry up and read it aloud, Denmark. In that case, I guess I will. Let's see, what do we have here? According to the results of our investigation and excavation, we have confirmed that Mr. Norway is your biological brother. Ice, could this report be... I already told you, it's the results of an investigation of my body. Not that it really matters. I knew it, so that means you and Nor are brothers. What's going on? Why are we suddenly talking about Norway and us being brothers? Oh, now that you mention it, you didn't know anything about all this, did you, Svi? I don't really have to explain what's going on with Norway and I, do I? Svi? What do you think? Who really cares? He says that, but Svi looks like he wants to know what we're talking about. Finn. Hey Ice, Svi looks like he wants to know, so you don't mind if I explain, do you? Do what you want, Finn. So it's okay? Oh, good. In that case, since I've gotten an okay from Ice, I'll explain it to you. Okay, Svi? So, you know how there weren't any people in Ice's place until the middle of the 9th century, right, Svi? Knew that. That around the end of the 9th century, the first people to come to Ice's house were from Norway's place. Knew that too. But it seems that when the people from Norway's house got there, there were already some monks at Ice's place. Because of that, it was believed that Ice's house had already had a population for quite some time. Right? Your sudden interruptions are too loud, you think? Denmark always seems to have plenty of energy. Go on then, Finn. So, recently the question was raised about whether Ice actually already had inhabitants from a long time before. This theory that there actually might have been inhabitants in Iceland already was only spread by the people of Norway's house, so no one could really be sure. Right, Nor? No. If it was like that, then there hadn't been anyone living in Ice's place. So, if Ice's place was actually empty, it means that it was just the people from your house who went there, right? In that case, it must mean that the people living at Ice's place were people who had immigrated from Norway's house. Shut up. I'm me and Nor's Nor. Well, that's what they were saying. So everyone was wondering which story was the truth. But it was starting to tick me off, so I had a DNA test. Come on, Ice, don't glare like that. Nor, stop tormenting him about it. So to return what I was saying, it seems the result of the tests have finally come out. So that's what the report is about. Seems so. So, what was the result? The Nor and Ice are brothers. That's what it looks like. And that's what it says, right, Denmark? Yeah, it says DNA test right here, so it must be true. I was hoping to find out that my origins were from some mythical indigenous people who only lived in Iceland. Mythical natives! If it was like that, then they could have written Genjumin with the Mabaroshi for the Gen part.
Translator's note. It's a play on words in Japanese. Many kanji have more than one way to read them, depending on whether they are being compounded with other kanji. In the case of this symbol, it is written as Mabaroshi when on its own, and as Gen when compounded with other kanji. Normally, the word for native people is written like this, but since the natives in this case are phantoms, this symbol would be replaced with that one, and the word could still be pronounced the same way, but now with the connotation of the native people being phantoms indicated right in the word. Isn't it a fun language?
Phantom? Ice, what exactly are you hoping for? You mean like fairies? I don't think that's what he meant, but he did say phantom citizens. Maybe that is what he wants? Which is it, Ice? Calm down, Finn. It's not just Finn. I don't really get it either. What in the world do you mean? I already told you, something like this. Mythical natives, written like so. Well, like that. You could make that superior looking face all you want, but don't start beaming over nothing. Oh, I still don't get it. Yeah. It's not just Denmark. Sve's cocking his head too. Nora looks pretty calm about it though. I guess things like that can be understood between two mysterious people or something. Well, at least I can understand that you'd imagine some really cool natives for yourself, Ice. But in the end, it didn't turn out that way. But aren't you glad to finally know for sure what your relationship to Nora is? Right? You agree, don't you, Denmark? I've always wanted that kind of relationship. It would be nice to be able to share things with that person. He's right. And anyway, you two are brothers no matter how you look at it. I mean, you're both weirdly scary and have strange friends. You're the spitting images of each other. You didn't have to go through all the work of having an investigation to prove you're brothers. That's right. Shut up. You don't look anything like brothers. Not at all. I wonder about that. I mean, your appearances resemble each other and you both have this mysterious air about you. Ya think? He's right. Even though Denmark and Sve are saying they're brothers, they seem to have accepted it. Anyway, it's not just Ice and Nor. The five of us have always been like brothers from the beginning. I'm the oldest brother. They're choking me. You're alright, Denmark. You're choking him, Ice. You too, Nor. Choking him like that's dangerous. Can't breathe. You're choking him even more. Nor. Yes, he's had enough. Okay. You nearly strangled me. Anyway, I just came to show you the results. That's all. But you know, Ice, don't you feel a little better knowing for sure after being bothered with wondering whether it was true all this time? guess you're right. But I suppose it's nice to know for sure. But quit looking at me, Nora. I wonder what's wrong now. Nor and Ice. Nor's looking at Ice like he wants to say something. I wonder if something happened. Ice. What do you want, Norway? Not Norway, big brother. Big brother. Denmark, something that looks like your soul is coming out of your mouth. I'm back. That was close. Anyway, Nora and Ice, what's all this about, big brother? I'm curious now, too. What was that big brother stuff all about just now, Nora? We agreed that if it turned out that Ice and I were really brothers, he'd call me big brother like he used to. Big brother? Come on. You promised, Ice. That was just... So what? You want Ice to call you big brother, just like when you guys were kids? Oh, how nice. That brings back a lot of old memories. I mean, back then Ice was like...
Big brother.
It was so cute. Yeah, you're right. Come on, Ice. Say it. That's right, you were a cute little kid. Stop that. I'm too old for you to be calling that now. I'm not a child anymore. You promised us. What does it really matter if you say it? Are you backing him up? Cut it out, Svi. Why do I have to start calling him that now? Yes, I do it. Yeah. Go ahead and say it, right, Svi? You're so lucky, Ice. You've got someone you can call big brother. I wouldn't even care if it was just once. I'd love it if there was someone to call me big brother. What is it, Svi? You just went around to face me so suddenly. If you want someone to call him big brother, maybe I should. Or maybe you should call me big brother. Svi? Svi? What's wrong? You went so quiet all of a sudden. It's too embarrassing to say. Svi? No, it's nothing. Hey, Ice, how about calling me big brother, too? I can't believe this. What are you saying, Dan? You're all being strange. This is weird. We're all adults here. You really think making me call you that is fun? It's not so much about having fun, it's about remembering how cute you used to be.
Big brother.
Yeah, I can understand why they'd want you to call them that. Naturally. Hurry up and say it, Ice. Big brother. Hot damn it! Not damn it. Come on, big brother. No, big brother. Stop it already, brother. Not saying it. Big brother. Not interested. Laura isn't backing down, but Ice doesn't seem like he's going to say it. Nora looks like he's having a lot of fun teasing Ice. Alright then, until Ice says big brother, all the drinks are on him. Slide me another bartender. Should I have to pay for yours? You're not making any sense, Dan. Quit saying strange things. I've had enough. I just wanted to show you that, so I'm going home. Oh, come on. It was obviously just a little joke, Ice. Aw, Ice left. Wasn't having any of it. Isn't that Ice peeking in through the door over there? Oh, he disappeared. Oh, wait, it really is him. I could see him a little bit from behind. It looks like he's saying something. He's mouthing something. Come on, Denmark and Nor, be quiet and listen. Wait, could he have just... Ice just called you big brother, Nor. Said it. I heard. Isn't that great, Nor? Wait, huh? What is it, Finn? I think I can see a hand sticking out from the same place where Ice's face just was. I see it. Is that Ice's hand? I wonder what that's about. Wait, he stuck his thumb and turned it upside down as hard as he could. That ice. With that, it was confirmed that Ice and Nor are brothers. Ice called Nor big brother like he promised, and Nor seems happy now. They're so lucky, I'm so jealous. But every time I try to talk about that with Svi, he whips around and looks at me with a really scary expression on his face, so I can't really talk about it. It's kind of sad. It looks like Nordic 5 Act 2 is starting. Apparently it's called the case of Sweden beating up Denmark too many times. Huh. Not that I really care about this. Aw, Ice went home. It's fine, ain't it? It's not fine, Denmark. I just remembered this, but the reason we were getting together today was to discuss a way to make goods manufactured in the Nordic countries better. Isn't that right, Svi? Why are you glaring at me, Svi? I wanted to tell Finn that we could all just get together again sometime, but... Well, we can't exactly continue our discussions if Ice has gone home. The 5 of us can just get together again some other time. It just means that we have an excuse to do this again. Now that you say that, I guess you're right. I guess it's fine if you think of it as another chance for us all to get together. It's too bad that Ice went home and all, but at least now we know that Ice and Nor are brothers. Let's think of this positively. Denmark said what I wanted to say before I could. Doesn't matter to me. Just means my chances to make Ice call me big brother have increased. No problem. Right, best buddy. You're noisy, bro. Alright, why don't you call me big bro too, bro? That's got nothing to do with anything. You're so annoying. This is how Denmark and Nor always interact. But I don't think it means that Nor doesn't like Denmark. Whatever happens, it seems like Nor spends a lot of time with Denmark. Right, best buddy. Right, Svi, you think Denmark and Nor get along pretty well too, right? Definitely. Yep. Ugh. Why are you glaring at me, Svi? I just wanted to point out that we get along pretty well too, but... Svi? But it's just too embarrassing, so I guess I'll keep my mouth shut. Svi? I can't be sure since he's not saying anything, but I don't think he's doing this because he's angry or anything. Aw? Finn is Farrier, what's up? Oh, nothing. Svi's always quiet like this. There's some things you could always talk to us about it. I know brother's obnoxious, but... It's really nothing. Don't worry about it. Right, Svi? Well, I guess if it's really nothing, then we don't need to worry about it. Now, if there are no other objections, shall we hit the booze? How does something come about drinking? Bruno's a lush. Denmark is a pretty heavy drinker. But you know, there was an investigation about it, and it turns out that Finn and I are the heaviest drinkers among the Nordics. You're aiming for my position as number 1, ain't ya? Denmark, if you say it like that, it sounds like... Well, what do you expect? There are a lot of drinkers at our places. Right, Finn? I suppose you're right, Denmark. Don't expect any help from me if you two drink yourselves into a stupor. Nor... But it sure is fun to be able to get together with everyone to have fun and drink. If I'm drinking, I'm only drinking it in moderation. All right. These days, things are pretty peaceful between us and there hasn't been any fighting. If you would have told me all those centuries ago that we'd be able to get together and talk like this, I probably wouldn't have believed you. That's because... It's now the beginning of the 16th century. Sweden and Finland just ran away from Denmark's house. A lot of things happened after that, but right now we're talking about the aftermath of what happened at that house from around the 17th to 18th century. That's Svi over there. He seems to be glaring at someone, but... Oh, the person he was glaring at was Russia. Things were a little complicated between Svi and Russia at this time. Svi seems to be so busy glaring that he hasn't noticed yet, but
the awesome Denmark has made his appearance.
Oh, look! Denmark is sneaking up behind Svi.
I'm gonna snatch him while he's not paying attention. Once I'm close, I can attack him with his back wide open. Take this! Yeah!
Svi's in a pinch! What was that? Svi whirled around. But that's all he did. Even when he does nothing but turn around, it's so intense you can't help being surprised. Look, even Denmark.
Wow! Wait, what just happened?
Denmark's attack was dodged. It would be better if you just give up now.
Ha! You can't withstand my punch! Suck on this!
Denmark is rushing Svi.
What the hell?
Denmark was the one who attacked from behind. But
Damn it! He turned the tables on me.
Svi beat him up pretty good. Svi beat Denmark at his own game and hasn't got the scratch on him. I wish Denmark would just cut his losses and go home, but I wonder if that'll happen.
I couldn't call myself a man if I withdrew now.
Oh, it looks like he really isn't giving up.
Oh, get ready for this counterattack!
Svi completely wiped the floor with him again. What was all that about, Denmark? Around this time, whenever Denmark tried to launch an attack on Svi like that, he always had the tables turned on him. By the way, Nor was supposed to be living with Denmark back then, but his stance was, "You're so noisy, brother." Denmark was the one who was obsessed with picking a fight, so he took all the damage himself. And that's how it was way back when, whenever Denmark was wrapped up in his fist fights with Svi. But these days, we all get along as members of the Nordic group. Just like this.
Give me another beer.
You're drinking too much, bro. And on top of that, you're just way too noisy. Let's get something else to eat from the menu. It's good. You want something? Oh, you're right. It all looks so good. We'll have some. Oh, looks good. Svi is pretty peaceful these days, but around the 17th century. At that time, he was up against the tag team of Nor and Denmark, as well as Russia's place, France and Spain, Lithuania and Poland, and won. As he became known as the ruler of the Nordics. He was super strong. Oh, by the way, I went into battle against Lithuania and Poland with Svi. What's up? You're awful quiet, Finn. Oh, sorry. I was just wrapped up in some old memories. Speaking of old times, Svi had a boss with a pretty cool nickname way back when. King Lion. Yeah, him. He was known as the Lion of the North or something, wasn't he? That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Are you suddenly glaring at me, Svi? I was just turning around. Huh? Could it be that you were just turning around? Sorry. You just have such a forceful presence that it surprised me. So what was it that you wanted to say? King Lion was pretty famous, but his daughter Christina was a pretty interesting boss too. Oh, Miss Christina. She became queen at 6 years old. Whoa. By the time she was 20, she started planning her retirement. That's so soon. After a few more years, she completely abdicated the throne and went off on a journey. Christina retired? She traveled all over the place. She certainly sounds like a free spirit. You were alright with that, Svi? She seemed to be enjoying herself, so it was fine. Svi's expression didn't change much, but he seems to be feeling nostalgic. I'm sure he's thinking about what a good queen she was.
One more over here, please.
What happened, Denmark?
Stupid bro, you drank too much. Let hurt.
Denmark sure seems to be in a good mood.
Guess I better take this idiot and go home.
Well, with Denmark in this shape, I suppose we might as well adjourn for the day.
Might as well.
Svi agrees. Next time, let's all get together, including Ice.
Up we get. Oh, that hurt. You drunk it.
Well, we'll see you next time, Nor in Denmark.
See ya. Come on, bro. You want me to leave you behind?
With that, our Nordic meeting ended without us deciding anything.
I just had fun meeting up with everyone again.
It certainly was a lot of fun. Maybe it's alright that it turned out this way. Alright then, everyone. Moi moi.